hello. I almost spoke without unmuting the mic first. I was about to kill myself. Anyways, to answer your question, I mean, it's gonna be really funny when you find out the reason. You're probably not, but are you familiar with the game Apex Legends? And if so, there is a character named Bloodhound who speaks Icelandic. And that's the reason. My entire reasoning for learning the majority of the language as I learn is because I know someone, be it a fictional character or a real person, that actually speaks it. Chinese, Genshin Impact. Icelandic, Bloodhound. Spanish, I have Spanish speaking coworkers, and also you had to learn a language, do a language class to be able to graduate at my school, because I live in Florida, and the only class my OG high school had was Spanish, so... And, let's see. Oh, Indonesian was because I knew some Indonesian people. Ukrainian/Russian because I have a Ukrainian/Russian speaking coworker. Swedish because I have a very big obsession with a VTuber who is Swedish, who lives in Sweden, who speaks Swedish, and yeah. And also because I want to move there. Portuguese because I was adopted into a friend group of Brazilians, and they all spoke Portuguese and English, and I wanted to be able to talk to them in their language and join in the conversation, and they hyped me up so much about that. German because there was a German class for the high school I graduated from. I thought so. The way you mentioned Portuguese, English, and French, I was like, wait, does this person speak Portuguese? Oh, cool. I know one word in... I'm trying to remember the name of the language. It's, I can't remember the language. It's good night and it's Gabon. Hold on, I have the notes. I have it in my notes. Where is it? There's another, what other language? Japanese, for very obvious reasons, you know, anime mostly, Vocaloid, and also, yeah, I wouldn't I? It's Basque, or, I don't know how to, I'm gonna horribly, you know, butcher this. Euskera! It's also called Basque, so, that. I only know how to say goodnight in that language, though. Someone taught me how to say that, so. I kind of caught on with a few words quickly because of how similar it is to Spanish. So a lot of the words I already knew in Spanish, and they sounded pretty similar or looked similar to Spanish. So I was able to kind of essentially just guess, like, oh, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Like, shark, yeah, they're both essentially the same. Dog is one of the ones they're not the same. But I much prefer, if you ask me to choose, which one would you prefer to speak? Portuguese or Spanish? Portuguese. Because I don't have to roll my R's. I can't roll my R's. I can't say dog in Spanish that well. Like, I go perro or perro. Because I use my throat. That's not how you're supposed to do it. And with Portuguese, it's just cachorro. The double R is not rolled. It's a h sound type of thing. So, yippee! See, I think fish is essentially the same. It's milk. Milk is also pretty much the same, with maybe like slight like spelling difference. And like L for he Spanish, Eli for he in Portuguese, ela, ella. It was really easy for me to catch on because of the similarities. Yeah, also a lot of the Portuguese, a lot of my Brazilian friends also spoke a bit of Spanish. I have one friend named Thais, and she spoke some Spanish. So a lot of the time, you could see her kind of talking to the Spanish speakers in our school, because she didn't speak a lot of it. She wasn't like fluent or like whatever. like native, but she was able to speak it. Yeah, I think it was spelled without the H, but it was essentially the. Yeah, like that. I never really knew how to pronounce it that well. I just kind of said it the way. Yeah, I never really knew how to pronounce it. I was just hoping I got it right, and she never really corrected me, so I was assuming I was saying it right. I either said ties or tice. One of the, I think I said ties with like a Z sound most of the time. The one who got me to it in the first place, her name is Carolina, and she could just kind of sat next to me and was like in gym and just kind of started talking to me. I was like, oh hi, okay. And then she saw me sitting at lunch alone, and so she kind of waved me over, and I started sitting there the rest of the year for both the ending of junior year, because that's when I got there, and then the entirety of senior year. And so her entire friend group just kind of adopted me into there. So, and then they found out I was doing Portuguese on Duolingo. They were all hyping me up, listening to me do it. That's the most hyped I've ever been. Composite name? What's a composite name? I don't think I've ever heard that term before. Is it like an alternative name for like English speakers to use? Oh! If I remember, it was Ana Carolina, so I'm going for Carolina at least, so I'm going to assume maybe like that. Okay, hey, I got it right, nice. I don't know about Tice, though. I don't know about the other one, though. I only knew that name, and I found out that she spoke Portuguese, and so I kind of, before my history class ended, I kind of ran over to her table, asked in Portuguese if she spoke Portuguese. She went yes. I was like, ah, sweet. I did not know that. Huh. You learn something new every day. Hey! I can do very basic things in Portuguese. It's mostly introducing myself. I could say, oh, I speak English. I don't remember how to say I am learning, though. But I could say I speak English. My name is... And I think I might have learned how to say my age at one point. I did also learn idioms in Portuguese, but now I don't remember literally any of them. I'd have to go back to Duolingo. As you can see, I very much like learning languages. It is very fun. Except I will probably never ever want to learn French. Oh god. No thank you. I will not ever try that, probably. Huh! I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce that. I want to pronounce it with a yes sound so badly, but I don't think that's how. I got the part. I got that part. Usually I don't have a hard time with pronouncing words that badly. Usually I'm pretty good about it, or at least getting decently close to it. But sometimes there are just words I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna butcher it. Oh no. I tried to learn Vietnamese at one point because my sister is married to a Vietnamese guy. She has a Vietnamese husband. So I started trying to learn Vietnamese just because, hey, I know someone who knows Vietnamese. And his entire family speaks it. I gave up. I couldn't do it. Chinese was easier. I sat here going, oh god. I can say motherfucker though in Vietnamese because he taught us how to do that. Of all the things he could have taught us. Yeah, I definitely know how to do the nasal part. That I learned when I was doing Portuguese on Duolingo, so Tiburon, no, yeah. Yeah. I'm wanting to say, like, João, but I can't figure out if the J is as a J, a Y, or a H. I'm having a hard time. Because my brain is fighting between going to English, Spanish, or Portuguese, and Swedish all at the same time. Okay, so it is, okay, so I was right on the J, okay. My brain was going through like 3 different languages trying to figure out how to pronounce that. That's the only part I was having an issue with. Oh, okay. See, I never learned that part, I don't think. I just kind of assumed, okay, so if this does this, if Spanish is like this, and because Portuguese is similar, then I'm going to assume they kind of follow around the same rules. I think my favorite word to say in Portuguese is probably cachorro, because it's just a fun word to say. Really? Huh. I actually could probably believe that, actually, to be honest. Especially considering how changing English is. That we turned the word cap from a hat to mean a lie. I mean... Fair. I am of the belief that English should readopt eth and thorn back into the English language like we had in Old English. Mostly to help not people who are speaking English as a second language to differentiate when the TH makes a the or a th sound. Because, I mean, Icelandic has that. It's very useful, thank you. Now I don't have to fight with myself on, okay, does this do a the or a th? Oh, yeah, okay, wait, I'm trying to think of words with NH, and I think the first one that came to mind was... I'm trying to remember the word for woman. But it like, the NH became a Y type sound. God, what is the word? Not mejor, that's Spanish. That one! Okay, it wasn't NH, but it was close, thank you. It had the H and it became a yes sound. That one kind of confused me. Okay, you know what? I've seen worse. I won't question it. I feel like that may be slightly better than SJ in Swedish becoming H, because or the SK in Swedish in some words, because I had such a hard time trying to figure out how to say the word spoon in Swedish. It has SK. Qued. It's qued in Swedish for spoon. I kept wanting to say sked. I was like, no, it's sked. I'm right, you're wrong. Kind of like in Spanish, how like the H is just entirely dropped. It's like hablo, not hablo. And instead, the H sound is a J. Yippee! I have pumpkin cookies and also cherry cheesecake pie. I don't think any specific letter is rare in English. English equally uses all letters. True. Although if you ask me to think of a word with a word that started with X, my mind would immediately go to xylophone or xenomorph. That too. So it's used very little, but half the time it's still kind of used. You can see in plenty of names, but half the time the X isn't actually pronounced as x, it's more like z. So Xander, but I pronounce the X for whatever reason. Yeah, my immediate thought for a word, a Portuguese word that has X in it was peixe. Like, immediately. And if you didn't give me a language barrier, like a language like limitation, name a word that has X in it. Doesn't have to start with it, it just has to have X in it. I would probably immediately go to peixe for whatever reason. That or a xylophone. Name a word that starts with Q. Cucumber. Wait. That's tragic. Actually, that's the entire thing about X, the X pronunciation, and specifically Portuguese and Chinese. When people would mix X and Twitter together, most English speakers will probably read it as Exeter. My mind immediately went to shitter because I thought of the Portuguese and Chinese pronunciation of X. And people who responded who either spoke Portuguese or Chinese were like, yeah, us too, don't worry, we did too. To continue eating my cherry cheesecake pie. I made it myself. Why my character looks so mad? No, I do not. I barely know how to really ask for things. I only really remember how to introduce myself. And say I have a cat. Because I didn't learn past tense, otherwise I would use had, but I don't know that one now. I don't think I know the word for most foods. I learned like the basic, and I can't even remember how to say egg. And I think I remember bread in Portuguese, but otherwise I don't remember many foods in Portuguese. And I definitely don't recall learning cheesecake. Bola de... I'm trying to figure out how to say that. My mind wants to go to Spanish immediately for whatever reason. Is that just literally cheese that is cake, or cake that is made of actual cheese or something? Ooh, you might be familiar with this. Last year for Christmas, when I was going to visit my other grandma on my mom's side, I made brigadeiro, and I actually texted Carolina, my first Brazilian friend, about it, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I know that one. That one's really good." I probably will never ever make that again, unless it is on a very special occasion, because that was so sticky when I tried to make it. We put powdered sugar and stuff on it to make it not as sticky because it was sticking on my hands. It was very yummy though, I really liked it. Aha, I knew it! A cake made of actual cheese. Ew. Kinda sounds mildly disgusting, actually. It was very good, I liked it. But, by God, if it wasn't a terror to make. Maybe it's because of the way I made it. Maybe it's because I don't know really how to make it and I was following a recipe I found. Maybe that may be part of the reason. I made this cherry cheesecake pie all by myself last night. To bring to a potluck today at work. It was very good. Ah. But it seems I had the sticky consistency one. Not a big fan of cherries, but this is like the one exception. Yep, sounds about right. First cake that comes to mind with cherry topping is the cake is a lie one you see in Portal. Ew, on pizza? Okay, like, I know I'm not one to talk about, ew, what the heck do you put on pizza? Because I will put carrots on that sucker. However, cherries is maybe going a little too far. I am all for food freedom, however, cherries is taking it a little too far. It is slightly. It's like, I think it's specifically Sweden with banana pizza. It sounds disgusting. I would never. What? I never heard of a salty or a sweet pizza, and now I'm kind of concerned for everyone's safety. Like, a cookie pizza, a cookie in the shape of a pizza, yeah. But it's not like we're actually putting cookies on pizza. Very strange. I'm slightly afraid. The comment, those aren't salty. Or maybe it's just because, maybe I'm just immune to the saltiness, if it is salty, because I like lots and lots and lots of salt. I'm that one that at work, if I see extra salt for French fries, I will give you like 10 salt packets. I take extra salt literally. You should see me salt my French fries. My nanny will watch me shake this salt shaker anywhere. It doesn't matter if I'm at home or at a restaurant, and she just, that's enough salt. You're good. That's enough salt. Hey, Halo, that is enough salt. That's enough salt! You're going to give yourself health issues! There's one pizza, and I can't remember what it is, but it was an actual dessert pizza. But it wasn't made with typical pizza ingredients. It was... God, I don't know how to explain it. I can't even really remember. I'm thinking of it vividly, but I genuinely don't know how to explain it or what it's called. But it was like a dessert type pizza, but not like it was in the shape of a pizza, but it wasn't actually a pizza. God, it was at a pizza place though. I think it might be I think it was at Chuck E. Cheese. I cannot. I'm like imagining it, but I cannot. God, I hate that. I'm going to eat my peanut butter jelly sandwich later. Huh. What? But the joys of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You're missing out. I really recommend if you want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, do it as I do. Make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but you add chocolate or white chocolate chips, whatever type of chocolate you like. White chocolate, dark chocolate, regular chocolate, whatever. Chocolate chips in it. It is delicious. I love it. We call it a peanut butter and jelly surprise because that's how I started out when I was like 6. Was originally my nanny putting just some sort of random candy in there, and then it just kind of defaulted to chocolate chips. And I like to do white chocolate and regular chocolate chips. Why? Does it have some protein that I'm not aware of? Because I've been told to lay off the peanut butter by someone who's helping me lose weight. I'm very confused. Huh. Then again, peanut butter made in any other country versus in America will probably have some differences. Like in America, it is probably going to have more calories and sugar anyways, and probably not that much protein. Because it's America, and we are good at that for no reason. We have peanut butter. We bought no sugar peanut butter. Because I like peanut butter and jelly, but I don't want to give it up. But, so if it has 0 sugar, then it will be more healthy for me. So basically, I can't remember if it's 10 calories or 80 calories, but it has more calories than the default peanut butter we always get. How does the 0 sugar peanut butter have more calories than the one that has sugar? I am so confused. The irony in the fact that for the 0 sugar one here has more calories. That makes 0 sense. I'm so confused. Oh wait, really? Huh. Well, I'm gonna tell my nanny that next time she comes in here, or tomorrow morning or something. Because now I know the reason. Ah, okay. Okay, that actually makes sense now. Okay. Nanny, I found out the reason! I figured it out! No wonder it tasted more peanutty than the regular peanut butter we usually use. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised. There are a lot of things that America ended up bringing to other places because... Yippee! I guess, I don't know. There's a story behind it. Technically, I guess there's technically a story behind all foods, I guess. Consider me interested. Oh god. A very particular one, you say. I don't know what that means. Wait, that's an Air Force title? I don't know much about the Air Force, to be quite fair. I don't know anything about the Air Force in the US, so... Ah, okay. I wondered how politics worked there. Do they have a president, or what do they have? Because I know a lot of places in Europe, specifically I'm thinking like the UK and stuff, have a monarchy. So I always wondered how leadership of other places worked. I think Japan has like a minister or something. Oh! We love the right-wing family values people. They're so family value, aren't they? Incredibly family values. We want family values. Oh, wow, okay. I always wonder, like, I know the US has states, like literal like states that have their own government and everything. But I always wondered how other countries have. I know most countries just have like Japan has provinces, and I know Sweden just has cities, and that's about all I know. Like in college, like minoring in politics in college. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. We have that here too, so. Huh. They're probably cheaper, I hope. So, there would be the first difference. Wait, do I have the 31st off of work? Wait a minute, do I have Halloween? I hope I have Halloween off of work. Okay, you know what? That's the best campaign I've ever heard of. I would have voted for him just because of that. I don't even care if it was propaganda. I want candy. The people running for presidency in the US should take some notes. Imagine not becoming president and you make the sweet, and the sweet is still famous, but you never became president. That's tragic. I do have Halloween off. I can go Halloweening. Yippee! That's wild. Makes a sweet, it becomes famous, they don't know your name. That's tragic. Yes, I do in fact have Halloween off. Yippee! I'm so happy. I am so happy. Yeah, because the 31st is Thursday. Heck yeah. My favorite story so far, I think. The people campaigning for presidency in the U.S. should be taking some notes. Try and make some candy and stuff. And, like, sweets. Although I guess Kamala Harris kind of got close. She made 2 songs. She, like, got 2 songs to use as, like, the theme song for her campaign, so I guess that's kind of close, I think. I have reason to believe. I'm not sure, though. Anyways, time to play the game. I got distracted. Alright. I had the game open earlier because I was showing my sister's girlfriend some stuff on my Baldur's Gate because I was telling her about my playthrough, and she completely lost it. She went, what? She found out Lazel's dead. She found out I didn't get Will or Karlak. She went, how? I was like, I couldn't find them. I didn't know where they were. Oh yeah, also, Isabel's dead. What? The Harpers are dead. Excuse me? Yeah. Oh yeah, the Grove's dead too. And Last Light Inn. All of them, all the tieflings that ran to Last Light Inn are dead. What is wrong with you? I'm sorry! This is what happens when you dive into a D&D game head first, not knowing what the heck you're getting into. Anyways, we're going to the Flophouse. I was trying to think of a joke to make about the Flophouse, but I couldn't think of one. So.
Only that I find it hard to believe that she could have raised you and felt nothing for you.
Perhaps she took some pride in her work, forming me to Shah's liking. She certainly relished wielding the rod. But who knows? Perhaps someone else made her that way, as she tried to do to me.
Dude was struggling like me. I told her, I was like, I assumed, because I kept trying, I assumed she was supposed to get kidnapped, and then I'd save her when I went to fight Ketheric. That's what I was assuming. Because that's what I genuinely thought, was I just, like, she gets kidnapped anyways, and then you save her. But no, apparently not. Apparently, I'm just stupid. Anyways, I've started I figured out how to progress in the murder case. So that's what we're doing. We finally figured it out.
Than that den of iniquity.
Sharese's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner.
All right, let's see. Okay, yeah, we're loaded now. Okay, Google, how to go inside.
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's
Don't pressure her to go into a brothel. I did not know Sharess Caress was a brothel. I was so surprised to hear that I got the censorship ready in case I had to censor it.
I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
Wait, are you a drow? Wait, what are you? Actually, what are you? Half orc. Okay, that's what I was so confused.
Look at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know
Yeah,
you
I
have.
went in to talk to the elephant thing. And then I ended up looking up a tutorial on how to, like, fix the murder case because I could not find the dead body. I found it, by the way. The hole I was looking at, wrong place.
I don't.
And I
mind
completely did not think to use Talk to the Dead. I don't know why I genuinely did not think to use Speak with the Dead spell. I had to look at a tutorial and realize, oh my god, I forgot I could do that.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
I will give y'all money to get you a real room. I do. I talked to the cat. And that's all that matters. I was hoping I could continue to compliment the cat because I made a comment about the tail, and I wanted to compliment the cat's eyes and everything. It didn't let me, and I was very sad about it. And apparently the way to, like, fully, like, I had to have strong enough characters to kill Marcus to go that
Looking
route.
for lodgings?
Apparently still,
Don't
like,
bother.
characters like
All
Karlak
the
and
decent
Lae'zel,
places are gone.
aka the
Damn
characters I don't have.
combination.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
Let me in! Let me in! Hello, can I have a conversation? Who are you?
Dar was right. This was a stupid
What is a
idea.
Flophouse? That's my main question. Oh, why is it named that? Does it flip-flop? Is it a flop? Is that why?
My eye. Damn priest.
Also, I was having a hard time passing. At first I thought I could just get past. No, they tried to arrest me, so I said, okay, adios, reload. And I figured out how to get in without having to do that,
Come
so.
to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, I really didn't want to get arrested when I'm
Can't
here,
believe I
so.
got kicked out of a temple.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Hello. It's you! You should end your life. Or, actually, no, don't end your life so I can do it. I want to do it. I want to kill you. I want to be the reason you bleed out and die. Read the goddamn blackboard. Oh my goodness.
Frego's Flophouse. Enter as strangers, leave as friends.
Come back.
No vacancies at this time.
Bridge guards. Should have dumped a lot of them.
How about the Flophouse? It has plenty of spare beds.
Cheap hotel. Okay, fair enough.
Soon we'll feel the sun on our skin. After all this time.
10-day late. I don't know what a 10-day is, but yeah.
Happy to see a trader. How's an adventurer supposed to do a damn job around here?
Not long before we
You,
leave
I need to talk to you.
like this behind. God, if only you will miss.
Sir,
Ah.
good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on.
Yeah, I know what you did. Yeah, that's why you're nervous. Ah. Fair enough.
The landlord, Sir Frego Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
Oh, interesting. Anyways,
How dare you? Accusing an upstanding
no, I cannot.
citizen
You
like
you
me
look like you'd kill someone. You look like you'd kill someone straight up.
of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling, you oaf.
I thought he was gonna I thought he was going to deny being a murderer. Like, how dare you accuse me of being a murderer? No. Dude completely goes past the murder. How dare you call me a dwarf? Excuse you.
Nothing happens until he's found.
What? Here's
It's you,
accusation
most
of
definitely
being
not
a
anyone
murderer.
else. Salutations and
It just,
hello,
I'm gonna
whatnot.
pretend I didn't hear that. $17 of 17 of 7 and 10. Well, is it kind of like how German works? Like, okay, 28. It is literally 8 and 20. I can't. He completely just ignored being accused of being a murderer. That's wild. Speak.
Yes, darling.
No, I'm mad at you. I was hoping you'd have something to say about him not even making a comment about being a murderer. We know he's a murderer. We can tell. We all can tell. We're not stupid.
You watch. I know you have.
Hello. Ooh, hello. Who are you? You got anything interesting to say?
Well, I do. Which is
Hello.
in a real
Oh, a ceremony. You're going to
What
the
do you
ceremony.
reckon, pal? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs?
No, but they sound cool. I like their voices.
Aye, I I'll second that. It's alright, well, we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell ya.
Y'all
What's up for
talking
discussion?
about a thing? A congregation? Are we
We should
congregating?
go. I do not want to face the master if we're late for his black mass.
You look like you are half
Soon,
tiefling, half
sister.
drow.
I only need one more mark.
You look like you're half tiefling, half drow. You look like you're
We
half
have
tiefling,
enough
half
for the
human.
master. No more needed.
Do y'all
It's
have like the
not
same
for
dad
the
and different
master,
moms, or
it's for
vice
me.
versa?
I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon
Definitely not human.
I'll be able to feast.
Half human.
I want someone there, ready for me.
Wait a minute.
And once the mass is done and our Lord grants
Wait.
us freedom,
Wait, no, I
We
don't
can
want to say
celebrate by
vampire. Surely
drinking
not.
them
No, because
dry.
you'd look more like the eyes don't say.
Cazador promised you.
Wait, no, it is.
You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems.
I found them on
especially
complete
light these
accident.
days.
Oh, he's offended. I didn't think they were vampires because Asterion has just the fangs, but not the really sharp teethies otherwise.
Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out.
Oh, okay, so they're not
You were
mad at
free.
him. I'm gonna be honest, I genuinely assumed that if he showed back up to his siblings, essentially, they'd be mad at him for leaving, and they would immediately tell on him. Or something. Like that. I did not expect them to be genuinely concerned of, why are you back? Why didn't you just run as far away as possible? I did not expect that to be their reaction.
of course that's why he came crawling back. He wants to ascend with the rest of us.
I only have a vague
He
idea
heard
of what
about the
ascending is.
ritual and the power our master will grant us. So he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
Clearly you're
You always were
sour.
an idiot, Petras.
Get him!
Why does Cazador need me? What is he planning?
Get him.
Brother, please.
I'm gonna let Asterion do this. If he kind of.
Heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now.
The master
Ooh,
is
ayo.
preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
Keep talking.
The Black Mass, it will be his triumph. He'll complete the ritual and emerge the vampire ascendant. He'll walk in the sun. He'll be free of the hunger. He'll wield power no vampire has
Yeah,
ever possessed.
maybe he
Best of
just
all,
wants to give
we'll
a little
join
party.
him. His loyal servants walking in the light as living vampires. We'll be free, brother.
Yeah, no, he does not sound like he would ever be so kind as to do that. How are you so in the depths of Stockholm syndrome? Also, why are their eyes glowing but his aren't?
You can't believe
I'm
that.
confused.
You can't
Wait,
be
do his
that
eyes glow?
stupid.
Were they glowing before? And then the parasite made them not glow? I'm confused.
We deserve this, Astarion. Can't you see? We've given him everything.
You
Our
are that
blood
gullible.
And tears, and he's finally going to reward us. And you will be with us when the time comes. It's fate.
written in your very flesh.
Oh my god, they teleported.
They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Still,
I'm surprised.
though,
I'm surprised.
living vampire.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but only because
I
the
genuinely thought his
parasite.
eyes were always like that.
This would be true freedom.
Fair. Fair.
Freedom from the hunger. Freedom to live a real life in the sun. No temple required. And if I were to ascend instead of him, freedom from Cazador. Once and for all.
Okay, yes, but, and hear me out now, I know it makes you kind of evil-ish in a way. I don't want you being Cazador. I am, like, very split. I want you to be able to walk in the sun, but also I do not want you to lose who you actually are. So it's heavily, it is very...
Perhaps. But if I don't confront him someday, I know I'll spend the rest of my
Yeah,
life
I know that. I've looked that up before, because when I was, like,
running
looking
from
up his age and stuff.
And if I can take this power from him, it would set me free.
I wish they act... Since he has elf options because of being a high elf, I know they have an entirely different language. I wish they incorporated that in some way. Like, oh, if you play as a Asterion, you're able to read, like, anything in the Elven language. Or even add in him using Elven language words occasionally. Kind of like how Lae'zel uses words that are part of her language. Why couldn't they, please? I love it when people speak multiple languages and add in words from their OG language. It's so cool. Because then I get to sit here like, okay, what does that mean? I am going to learn things.
I knew I was right about you. You're a true
You're
friend.
lucky. You're lucky.
And now
You
we
have
know
hurt
he's
me
skulking
by
beneath
using
his
me.
prayers.
And
We can take the
if
hunt
I was
to Cazador.
literally anyone else, I would have left you where you were standing after you said there was no more us. But you are lucky I am not like that. You are lucky I'm too good of a person to do that.
All right. Let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
I know there is one specific thing, and I'm specifically thinking of Granny Ethel, or whoever she was again. Her name was Ethel, I think. You make, if you approach as like Asterion or just any elf character, the dude who's like afraid of the mirrors, you can make an elf comment because he's like convinced you're not real or something. But that's about all I know.
Yellow.
Oh, it's a bathroom. I think. Is that? Wait, what is that? That looks like a bathtub. Yeah, it's a bathtub. Yeah, but I don't. I wonder if there's... I like to think there's different dialects, but also I've never played any D&D thing, so I kind of considering I know absolutely nothing, I kind of have freedom to come up with the most stupid ideas ever and be like, yeah, that's canon for me now. And my idea is that, and this is probably not accurate at all, this is probably completely wrong, but I like to think that Elven is essentially kind of like English in the fact that there are many different forms of it. Primarily I'm thinking like the difference between American English and British English. Like dialect based. Like, oh, moon elves and sun elves, they're easy to understand each other. They just have some slight differences between slang, words, and all that good stuff. But otherwise, all forms of Elvish are easily understood by each other. And that the hardest form to understand for other Elven speakers would be those who live in Baldur's Gate. I like to think that because Baldur's Gate is a huge city, it is going to be very modernized, and it'll essentially be kind of like how we've turned English into. English, a lot of pre-existing words, like cap, originally mean hat, now it also means lie. I like to think that those who are Elven, who live away from Baldur's Gate, the moment they enter and hear others speaking, they're like, I understand the words, but also, what do they mean? What are you talking about?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
Oh, okay. That's I haven't had that speak to me after the shaking before. Wait, get the anchor from another planet? I didn't even know that. I also have like a little, I like to think that also, because drow and elves look decently similar, I like to think that they can vaguely understand each other, kind of like how Swedish and other Nordic languages are. Swedes and Norwegians can pretty much understand each other with almost little to no issue. I like to kind of think it's like that, like, okay, I recognize these words. They kind of mean something slightly different, but I'm essentially getting what you're talking about. So, but as you can see, I also very much like language type headcanon, so. Accents, yeah, I also thought about that too. I was like, I bet you anything they have different accents, and that would also probably make it harder for each one to understand each other. The accents and the dialects. What a fun thing to go through. Oh yeah, I do remember looking up and seeing Common Tongue, or something like that, that was mostly for everyone to speak, and it was mostly for trade purposes or something like that, but that's the most I remember. Wait, okay, so wait, what door does this use? Oh, this is literally... We're going in there. Oh, okay. Imagine you somehow get isekai'd into Baldur's Gate. Especially if you're someone like me who has little to no knowledge of D&D, so you're just like, okay. And they see you like, how are you alive if you don't know half of what's going on? I don't know, I said random bullshit, go, and that's about it. Oh boy, where is this? Oh my god, I want to loot that. I want to loot everything here, but I do not want anything to get triggered and then have a fight. Oh wait, so there's like other human languages as well? So like there's English and all the other essential like real life languages we have or something? That's what I got. Okay. I am trying to figure out
I won't let any.
where to use the darn flower key. I have a flower key where to use, okay? Where'd the flower key go? Might be on the key ring. Yeah. Where? Okay, so where is it? A flower door? Where is the door for the flower key? Is there a basement? Ah, okay. Ah, okay. It's always interesting to think about fictional worlds and the languages they may or may not speak. Ooh. Where am I supposed to use the darn flower key? I'm assuming it's a room of some sort. We're in ancient Egypt, we're speaking English. Please, for the love of God, let there be like a basement or something. What am I supposed to be doing? Where do I use the key? The sacred key! What does it go to? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Let me just... I just thought of something. Maybe it's not a key for a room. I'm just like dead set on the idea of it being for a room. Never mind, I guess.
Me for a member of staff?
Apparently not.
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
Oh yeah, like kind of like, oh, we're in ye olden days, but we are speaking modern language. Okay, where the heck is this key supposed to go to? I'm about to look it up. Hey, I have your key. Did you know that? To all tenants, the Fago's hot please follow edicts and associated costs with careful steadfast attention. Fold sheets and easily crop on before leaving. 2 GP. No big smells. I don't know what the GP means. No tipping janitorial staff. He gets paid plenty. No outside food eaten inside. No marks left on latrine ever. I don't know what latrine is, but okay, got it. I wonder if the key is used behind here. No, that would be a no. Solve the open hand temple thingy-majiggy.
I can't believe I got kicked out of a temple.
Dolor. Who is Dolor? You are not Dolor. Where is this Dolor people speak of?
Till the end of bloody time.
Hear me out. Jerez's caress also has rules.
We are not staying.
After going up the
in a
stairs to the
brothel.
Flophouse ladder, a ladder can be taken up to the top floor. On this floor, a red
It's
wardrobe
got
can be
bright
found.
rooms, music, and all-round
Wait,
pleasant
what?
folks, from what I've heard.
The only one who needs healing is my character.
And if a patron confuses.
Okay, wait, okay, hold on, wait. Is it, no. Up a ladder to the top floor. This ladder then. And we climb up. And then we find... Wait, this one? Oh my god, wait, no, I could see the other room. Oh my god!
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting.
Yes, incredibly interesting. Ah, sweet! Mysterion, would you like it? Would you like some stuffs?
Blood near the bed.
Wait, what? Hello? Why is there a chain in the first place? I am mildly concerned. Can I look under the bed?
You notice some blood has pooled on the
And there is
wooden
a
floor.
chain leading under the bed. Easiest clap ever of my life. It's like, it's easy. See, it's like, it's so offensive, honestly.
You notice the blood's source.
Eh,
A body
Mysterion.
hidden under the bed.
Whose body? I don't see a body. But I knew there was one. Ooh, a rope. Ooh, a pouch. Nothing? Darn. I said pull out the body. Oh, there you are. Oh, heck. Wait, your name is on one of the beds. Or the chests.
The blood you noticed earlier still remains on the floor.
Like, in America, as in, like, the continent? American continents? If so, I don't think I ever completely thought about whether or not they were... Yoink. Oh, wait, this is a girl? Oh my god, I feel bad now. I don't think I ever really thought about whether or not any of these places were really did monarchy, or I actually don't know what I thought they were doing. I must talk to you. Yeah, usually when I see American, I immediately think of, I immediately just think of the US. Usually. Yeah. It's very strange. I flip between America and the US. It kind of depends on who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to another person from the US, then I say America. But if it's to someone who's usually outside the US, then I say the US.
Theon, gold grind. Murdered by my son. Ilmater's ashes.
Three. Four.
Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why?
Five.
Killed folk. Slowly. He liked it.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
God. Huh, that's interesting. Now, if only we could have. I feel like we might be doing a little bit better if we were of a monarchy, to be quite fair. Temple plans, I'm sorry. Okay, that looks like a tiefling? Gold dwarf. Okay. Stretch.
These tunnels are full of shapeshifters.
We're doing kind of bad about with our current presidents. I mean.
Here too.
Oh my God. Oh, is that how they got the monarchy in the first place then? Has they fled to Portugal? Ooh! Ooh, pretty. I'm taking that one. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, I like that. Ooh, I love the teal. Oh my God. Well, I mean, Brazil, yeah. Fled from Portugal to Brazil, and that's how Brazil got the, monarchy, I want to say, I think, maybe? I don't know. That kind of sounds like what happened. Just from that info alone. Huh. I would like to open the bottle back or something.
I'll take that.
I won't let
Huh. I never thought I'd be getting a, never thought I'd be getting a history lesson today. That's interesting.
Which means we're getting a real.
Are those organs in these vials?
Ew.
Yuck.
Oh, so the UK doesn't just refer to England. No, it refers to Britain, Scotland, and Ireland. I actually never realized that. Whenever I say the UK, I'm just straight up meaning England. I keep forgetting Wales is a thing. I keep forgetting Welsh is a thing. Wait, no, don't take anything. No. I did not mean to pick up the towels pile, I apologize. I have a key for, I think it was Faithion's chest.
Your stealing has caught someone's attention.
I didn't mean to. I didn't. Listen, that was an accident. Please, I did not. I legitimately did not mean to steal it. I promise I did not mean to. Yeah, critical of success.
Free for now, but your stories won't land so well if you're caught again.
I did not mean to. I apologize. I genuinely did not mean to.
That's a friendly-looking shadow. Out of sight, out of mind. Oh, my hands.
I don't mind
have to
it.
keep going.
Honestly.
Den of decadent delights.
Mind my step.
And all round pleasant folk.
I need a quick word.
Ah, so that's how the other countries came to be. I guess. It seems. Having two kings? Well, with the Brazil is so big and the Spanish colonies shattered into various countries part.
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. The salutations and hello and whatnot.
Spanish colonies shattering into various countries, that part. So that's what made me figure, oh, okay, so I guess that might be how all the other South American countries kind of, initially, I guess, kind of started in a way, I guess. That's what I got from that.
Oh? Oh dear. A dwarf, you say? Fion. One of Mamselle's girls from Chares's Caress. Been gone for a 10-day. Smiled as wide as the wide, but twice as sunny. You don't suppose the murderer? Oh, goodness no. It's too horrible to imagine. Horrible hells. I better lay low. Lower than low. Under low.
You literally work for the dude. Okay, whatever. Ah, okay. Hey, so this is interesting because you don't learn this in U.S. history. Or world history, for that matter. You'd figure you'd learn that about world history, considering...
Don't mind it.
Considering it's literally world history, but you know. We'll go into Chares's Caress first and talk to this idiot.
An idea, which means we're getting a real room.
Hello? Elephant person? Where did you go? What? Nah, that's crazy. Not even math. I hate math. I hate math so much, bro. Geography, though, as of late, apparently, I remember at least being taught our states. There's a song called 50 States That Rhyme. And it's a song where you name all 50 states, and it's in a rhyme, obviously. All in alphabetical order, too. And also, I'm able to relatively pinpoint every single state. I did accidentally confuse the Dakotas and Carolinas for whatever reason, but otherwise I am able to exactly pinpoint each and every state. Apparently the 11th graders that I was with in U.S. history, not so much. One of them pointed to Ohio and asked me if that was Puerto Rico. And another pointed to Alaska and asked if that was Hawaii. Well, the same guy, actually. So, yeah, apparently, at least in Florida, geography is no longer a required class in order to graduate. Yeah. I was like, please tell me you know where California is. Please tell me you know where Florida is. Apparently, they did not know where Tennessee was, or New York. and I quoted the Vine. Okay, so I am Confucian. Why is this Kansas, but this one is not Arkansas? America, explain. What do you mean Arkansas? And I pointed to both states, the correct states, and they went, how'd you even know where that was? And I looked at him like, because A, this is our country. B, how do you not know where Arkansas and Kansas specifically are? Oh, I wish we had that. I wish we had cheaper college. Or at least, like, I wish we had that kind of system. That would be amazing. Well, yeah, but, like, the basic, like, economy, like, okay, this state is here, this state is here. Like, for specifically being someone who grew up in the U.S., you'd think you'd know at least where, vaguely where the,
You should know. Laconia was not half
oh my god, it didn't even save. I'm gonna KMS. At least I know where to go now.
She trained me.
But,
what's your point?
You'd think kids would know at least the general area of each state of their own country, but apparently not. That is wild.
She certainly relished wielding the rod.
I was like, were y'all like not taught the 50 States That Rhyme song? Because I know when I was in like 4th grade, we were taught that religiously. We had to be able to recite the entire thing. Oh, yeah, no, we're the same way. You have to wait quite a while for more complex things, such as endocrinologist appointments. Only difference being, it's not free. Or even cheap, for that matter. If you don't got insurance, you are screwed. But yeah, you'd figure that they'd know where the states are. I was very concerned. I was like the only one to apparently get the entire sheet right, and it was on the very first day. It's like, what? And then one of my friends, who was in the same grade as me, proceeded to comment
I found so many victims for
and say that the U.S. was in South America and Canada was North America. And I was very confused. And I went, what? Yeah, because the U.S. is in the South. It is south of Canada, so Canada is North America. The U.S. is South America. I went, no. South America is places like Brazil, Peru, Argentina, Uruguay, the Latin American countries. Not the U.S. What? She was so confused. She was like, no. I was like, yes. Canada and the U.S. are in the North American continent. They are of the same exact continent. Just U.S. is in the southern part of North America, and Canada is in the northern part of North America. I was like, Central America, at first I thought Central America would be kind of Mexico, but no, that's still part of North America. I was thinking more areas like Panama and stuff, close to where Panama is. Yeah, actually, I completely forgot. Mexico is still part of North America. So actually, Mexico is the southernmost part of North America, and the U.S. is placed exactly in the middle. I was so concerned. I was like, I mean, that's better than asking if Ohio is Puerto Rico and if Alaska is Hawaii, but I'm still very concerned. First I named Colombia. No, I forgot. Colombia's in Europe. need the red shirt guy to come back. Come back here. You failure. There you are, you murderer.
And all-round scarring places like this behind.
Damn priests.
Part of me will miss it.
I was very, very concerned though. Yeah.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings,
Yeah.
so forth, so on.
Oh, wait. Oh my... Ain't no way, I refuse to believe that. I think Greenland is closer to North America than Iceland is. No, I refuse to believe that. No, I'm in denial.
How dare you? Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling, you oaf.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. Greenland is actually not a country. It is actually technically a territory of Denmark, if I remember correctly. A Swede explained it to me, and they're like, actually, yeah, Greenland isn't a country. I was like, wait, really? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much owned by Denmark. And they're like, imagine, like, the U.S. territories. Yeah, pretty much like that same exact concept. I was like, ah, interesting. And yet, despite that, they still kind of speak their own dialect. That may as well be its own language. That is wild.
Let's see.
Hear me out.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting.
Fair.
Notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor.
Oh, that is very peanut buttery. There's not enough jelly in that.
You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I like how Asterion approves of that. Like, why though? Because it's vampire and blood. That has got to be a long sentence you're typing.
Theon, gold grind.
1, 2.
Murdered by my...
Charming. She mustn't have nursed him enough as a child. Or too much.
Wait, you never commented about that before. What? 3.
Found his secret. My sweet boy.
Oh, it took forever for the message to show up. Huh? Huh? Ah, yes, my favorite border, the ocean. Wait, no, not even the ocean, because they're on the entire exact other side of the world. Ah. Yes, you are directly up or something, therefore. I'm trying to think of what possible country that could be. Ah. No, now I gotta look up a map. Hold on, I'm opening Microsoft Edge. South American map. Huh? Hold on, I'm looking at a map to try and figure out just what the heck. I'm trying to see if the map will show me. French I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce that. French Guiana? I want to say Guyana. Are you sure it's not a D&D portal? I'm doubting. Oh, yippee. Do they, like, straight up just speak French there? That's a funny thought. You have Portuguese, you have Spanish, and then you have French. That's wild. Oh, technically there's a place owned by the UK as well. Around here. The Falkland Islands and South Georgia. Wait, okay, that's the weirdest language to be spoken in South America I've heard now. French, I guess, makes sense. It's kind of similar to Spanish in some ways. Dutch, though, the farthest you could ever logically get from Spanish, I think. Oh, and the Virgin Islands. Oh, so that's where the Virgin Islands are. That's wild. I guess kind of like how Hawaii speaks Hawaiian, I suppose. But they were also colonized by the U.S. and technically the colonizers are from Britain and stuff, so I guess, yeah, technically, yeah, no, that makes sense. Or places like Puerto Rico where they still speak Spanish, but They are technically owned by an English-speaking government, I suppose. No, I got the best comparison. Louisiana with Creole, and like the French Creole type thing. That's the best example I can think of. It's very interesting, sweet. And I can go up to my nanny and be like, did you know that you can enter France from Portugal? I mean, from Brazil in about 10 minutes? Yeah. 4. Okay, we're on question 4.
Kill folk. The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
For real. Brazil
Such
teleportation. Oh my god, the Brazilians are magic.
What am I to do?
Darn, I can't cast 2 spells. No, I'm gonna redo that actually, because I want to know what the person looks like. Oh, wow. Oh, finally, I'm learning history stuff. Much better than the US could ever give me. Wait, then why do they even care? Why do either sides care? If there's essentially no people and also no resources, what are you gonna do? Eventually build on there? In how many years? What, 1,000? That's so strange. Fighting over an island that has essentially nothing on it. Yeah, a few people, but like, what are you gonna get from colonizing that place with a few people? Politics is so very strange.
Shadowheart. You should know. Paconia
I
was
knew
not
her
half
well
so
enough.
heartless as she liked to appear.
You might have traveled with her for a time. What's your point?
Yeah, no, that's very strange.
Something's on my mind.
Minus the dictatorship. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, gonna go stretchy. Yeah.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom. And you believed him.
I'm trying. Okay, Manos I think is hand, but that's about all I know.
But your load
Dios,
seems
I want to say like
especially light these
God,
days.
the hand of God or something. I'm assuming is what it means, but no, I've never heard of it.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Isn't it obvious, sister? He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us. So he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras.
World Cup, okay.
What is he planning?
Brother, please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The master is preparing.
I don't know what that
Mass.
means.
Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
Keep talking.
The Black Mass, it will be his triumph. He'll complete the ritual and emerge the vampire ascendant. He'll walk in the sun. He'll be free of the hunger.
Wait, he can't
He'll
already
wield
walk the
power
sun?
No vampire has ever possessed.
I thought vampire
Best of all,
lords
we'll
could just.
join him. His loyal servants.
I thought vampire lords
walking
could just
in
walk in
light
the
as
sun
living
because they
vampires.
own other vampires.
We'll be
Wait, how?
free, brother.
Wait, okay, wait, no, that's I just realized it now. Wait, how does that work? He's a vampire lord. He controls the vampires, but he cannot walk in the sun. How does that work? What?
You can't believe that. You can't be that stupid.
We deserve this, Astarion. Can't you see? We've given him everything.
Oh, you mean like,
tears.
okay.
And
Football
he's
as in like
finally
American
going to
soccer,
reward us.
other football, okay.
And you will be with us when the time comes. It's fate, written in your very flesh.
Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Still, though, a living vampire. Yes, but only because of the parasite. This
Armored
would be
Hugby.
freedom. Freedom from the hunger. Freedom to live a real life in the sun.
Yeah, I know.
No
Outside
temple
of
required.
the U.S., it's called U.S. football
And
or
if
American
I were
football,
to ascend instead of him,
rather than football.
freedom from Cazador.
Long
Once
ball.
and
It is oval ball.
Perhaps. But if I don't confront him someday, I know I'll spend the rest of my life running from him. And if I can take this power from him, I have to know. I have to face him.
I can't believe I don't
knew
get an
I was
Asterion
right about you.
approves from that. Like, how dare
You're
you?
a true friend. And now we know he's skull. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat
Rat Blood and Despair. It's my favorite. I know, I barely know much about rugby, but I do know for a fact that it apparently is pretty similar to American football. Although, to be fair, I don't know much about sports, period. I don't know, like, anything about sports. Like, I don't watch sports. The most sports I do actually do is, like, bike riding and swimming when I can.
Has pooled on the wooden floor.
If I had the money to, horseback riding.
You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. I never watched the Olympics. The most sports I've ever watched is the Kentucky Derby horse race. I want to say it's around May that it happens. When I was younger, I used to watch it. Now, not so much. Mostly because it takes too long to get the horses to actually race. Yeah, it's a horse race. They have, I think, 3 stages.